Okay, so I thought in the picture it's this kind of a beige, which is just a little lighter. But right now I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like an off-white. So it's, I don't know if you can tell, like a vanilla or cream color. So I really think I'm going to use this one. I don't know what I'm doing here, so it looks like it has like a little ball on top. So I'm gonna, I guess, see how we do this. Okay, so I'm gonna do a magic ring, magic circle, magic ring. So the way I do it, I just wrap the yarn around my fingers like this, and then I have the two. Here's the long one, and this back here is the long one that we're gonna be working with. And I come up, under and over, and I grab this, and then I just pull it up like that. And then I take my hand out, I hold my hoop right here, and I grab it like this, and then yarn over and make a chain. Once I do that, I like to kind of you pull this tail and it'll make your hole a little smaller. Now it's just a little easier to work with. If you want this a little smaller, just grab this part of the circle and tighten it. So I think I'm gonna do 6 single crochets into the magic circle. So you're just gonna go in. I'm not gonna count this as one, so I'm gonna do 1. And see, I feel like I can make this smaller, so I'm pull that. It's just easier to work with. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I always like to no matter what, I double count my work. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is the very first single crochet you did. And so we're gonna get our hook, and first I'm gonna make my ring smaller by pulling the tail, and I'm gonna go ahead and insert into the 2 loops of that single crochet. Okay, before I go any further, I am going to grab a stitch marker, which when I work in rounds, I like to use my stitch marker because it's just so much easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through both hoops. So I have I'm gonna work in rounds. So this is gonna be already my first single crochet of my second round. So I have 6 rounds in the first one, and I started my first single crochet in the second round. What we're gonna do is increase all the way around. So you're gonna want to do 2 single crochets in each stitch all the way around, and you'll end up with 12. I'm gonna go ahead and put my stitch marker here, so when I come back around, I know that that's my first stitch that I created. So I have 1, and I'm gonna go into that same stitch. So now that's my first increase, which is 2, 3. I'm gonna do another increase into that same stitch, another single crochet, 4. Next stitch, 5, into that same one because we're increasing, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I increased all the way around. So again, I double count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 where we started. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull my tail to tighten up my middle. I'm gonna take out the stitch marker, and again, I'm working around, so I'm gonna go into this first single crochet and do another single crochet, and this is gonna start my 3rd round. So now what we're gonna do, my first single crochet, replace the stitch marker, and we're gonna increase once. So we're gonna do 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet all the way around. Okay, so we have 1. The next stitch is gonna be an increase. So 2 single crochets in the same stitch, 1 single crochet, and the next stitch an increase, 2 single crochets in the same stitch, and the next stitch a single crochet, and then an increase. So you're going to repeat that all the way around until you get to the other side. I'll be right back. Okay, so at the very last stitch, you should be ending in an increase. So you're going to do 2 single crochets in that last stitch, and we should end the round with 18. So just double back and count your stitches to make sure you end with 18. So for round 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to take out our stitch marker, go into that first single crochet, replace the stitch marker. And then this time we're going to do 2 single crochets, 1 increase. So I have 1 single crochet, second stitch, another single crochet, and in the third stitch we're going to do an increase. So 1, 2 in the same stitch. So 1 single crochet, the next stitch 1 single crochet, and in the next stitch we're going to do an increase, 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So go ahead and repeat that all the way around. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 increase. So do that all the way around and I'll be right back. So for round 4, we're just going to single crochet all the way around. So we should end with 18. So I did my first single crochet, and then we're going to do 1 single crochet all the way around until you get to the other to the stitch marker, and then we'll be back. Just remember to count your stitches, okay? 18 single crochets all the way around. Sorry about that. Back around again, so single crochet all the way around for 18. We're going to take out the stitch marker and go around again, single crochet. For round 5, 1 single crochet all the way around, and I'll meet you back here again, another round of 18. I think what I'm going to do, because it looks like just a little ball on the top of the beanie that he's wearing, so I think I'm going to do 1 round of decrease and then see how that looks. See if I want to do another round after that of single crochet, but for sure we're going to do a round of decrease. So to decrease, we're going to take out our stitch marker and start our new round. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, round 6, go into your first single crochet, and we're just going to do 1 single crochet, 1 decrease. So 1 single crochet, and then we're going to do a decrease. So remember, you're just going to grab your first single crochet, only the front loop only, second one front loop only, yarn over, pull through the 2 hoops. You have 2 on your hook, yarn over, pull through those 2. So now we did our decrease. So the next stitch we're going to do 1 single crochet and then another decrease. So we're going to take the front loop only, another front loop only, yarn over, pull through those, yarn over and pull through our second decrease. 1 single crochet and another decrease. And we're going to pull that, single crochet, decrease, decrease, single crochet, oops, single crochet, hopefully I'm in there, decrease, and let's do, I must have messed up somewhere, but let's just do 1 more decrease right here because nothing's gonna happen. We want it to kind of ball up at the, we want it like a little ball. This is exactly what I would need right here. So it doesn't matter. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 there. I'm gonna just stick my tail in there. This is actually perfect. I'm not going to do another round of single crochet because this sits in the top of his head. I guess it's like a pom-pom, and it looks just like that in the photo, but on top of the beanie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take out my stitch marker and just do a slip stitch into that first stitch and fasten off, because this is what I want. Slip stitch and then just fasten off, and I'm going to leave a tail long enough to be able to sew it into the little beanie that we're going to make. Pull that through, and there's that. I'm going to go ahead and stuff this because like I said in the picture it looks like it's like a ball, like puffy. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little stuffing in there. If you don't have stuffing, you can use pieces of yarn scrap, and I do that sometimes too, but this is going to be fine. Okay, so that's that, and then now we're gonna move on to the beanie part. I don't know, I'm just gonna probably do single crochets and whatever the circumference of his head is. So we're gonna start off with this magic circle. Go around your fingers, go over like that. Put your hook in the middle under the first yarn. Grab this one, pull it up and over like that. Hold it here, and then just restation your fingers. Grab the yarn, pull through to make your first chain, like a chain up, and then just tighten it. Okay, and then pull the tail and make your circle a little smaller. So I'm gonna do 6 single crochets. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna pull the tail to close that gap. And now I'm gonna go into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, my first single crochet, and do a single crochet. Again, I'm working in rounds, so I'm gonna put my marker in there. We're gonna do 2 single, just like we did on the little ball. We're gonna do increase all the way around, so 2 single crochets in each stitch all the way around, and we should have 12. I'll see you back. We went around, we have 12 stitches. We're gonna go around 3 single crochet in the first single crochet. Replace your stitch marker, and we're gonna do 1 single crochet, 1 increase. So 1 single crochet, 1 increase. So 2 single crochets in this next stitch, 1 single crochet, and 1 increase. Okay, we're gonna do that all the way around, and I'll meet you back in the beginning. And we have, we have 18 stitches, so we're gonna do the next round. You're gonna go in the first single crochet, 1, and now we're gonna do 2 single crochets and 1 increase all the way around. So 1 single crochet, the next stitch 1 single crochet, and the next stitch 1 increase. So we're gonna do that all the way around. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, the next stitch 1 increase. So you're gonna do 2 single crochets, 1 increase all the way around, and we'll meet up back. We're back, and we should be ending that with 24 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Round 5, I do think let's do another increase. So this time we're just gonna do 3 single crochets and then 1 increase all the way around. So that's 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and our first increase. So 2 in the same stitch. It's getting tight. Okay, so 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet in the next stitch, the third stitch, the third single crochet, and in our 4th stitch we're going to do 1 increase. Okay, so remember, you're going to do 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3 single crochets, and then an increase all the way around. See you back. Okay, so we already did rounds 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we're gonna do round 6, and we're gonna do another increase because we needed to cover the crown of his head. So I think like maybe 1 or 2 more increases. So I already put my first stitch in there, so we're gonna do 4 single crochets and 1 increase. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in the 5th stitch we're gonna do an increase. So 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So we're gonna continue that all the way around round 6, and I'll meet you back up here. Finished our round 6, and you should have, I think it's 30s, let me see, 1, 2, 6. So we're gonna do, I believe, 1 more round of increase. So on this one we're gonna do 5 single crochets and then 1 increase in the 6th stitch. So here's our first one. Replace your stitch marker. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in the 6th stitch we're going to do a increase. So 2 single crochets in that same stitch. So let's repeat this and we'll meet back here and continue our little beanie for Fuerza Regida. Okay, so I made a mistake a little while ago on the rounds. So we're actually gonna start round 8. So here's the magic circle. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we just finished round 7 and we're gonna start round 8. And we're gonna do another increase because I'm checking it on his head and I feel like we need to go a little bit more so we can go down. So we're gonna do another round of increase, maybe 2, I'm not sure. So if you want, you can actually start your magic circle with an 8 stitches inside and then, you know, do the 2 double crochets right there, and work up with having less increase rounds, which is what I should have did. But again, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm sure there's more experienced crocheters out there than I am. I usually always go by patterns, but I could not find one. So again, we're gonna do round 8, 6 single crochets and an increase. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do round 9 also as an increase, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that and we'll be back. Okay, so I went ahead and did the rounds 10 through 14 of single crochets and it's fitting him good. I'm happy with how it is. It's right to his ears. Hopefully you can see that. And now I'm gonna pull it a little bit more to the back because there is a little space in the picture like that. Just gonna adjust it the best I can. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a slip stitch all the way around to see if we can get that like little ridge that it shows on there. So I'm gonna take out our stitch marker and I'm just gonna slip stitch all the way around. Replace that. And see. So you just insert your hook into the single crochet, yarn over, pull through, and pull through the hoop. You're just go through, pull the yarn, pull it through, and that's your slip stitch. We're gonna do that all the way around. So we're almost to the beginning. And we're gonna continue on here. And then we're gonna slip stitch at the beginning and then we're gonna fasten off. Okay, so we're back at the stitch marker. I'm gonna slip stitch here. And then fasten off and leave a really long yarn tail so you can sew it in, okay? So we're just gonna pull that through. And knot it off, okay? So yeah, that's how it looks on the picture, so that's good. So I don't know, maybe you can do one less. I mean, it doesn't really matter. In the picture, there's like a little space over his ear, but also there's a space here, so it also could just depend on where his, there we go. It's coming out so cute. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna wanna sew this little ball on. Let me get my, and I stuffed it with some stuffing to keep it big. So we're going to get your darning needle. I hate this part. And we're gonna thread it through. I like to do that to kind of get rid of that little knot that's there. So I'm gonna leave this in my back. I'm gonna trim this little, you know, when the yarn kind of gets that little fat part on there. So I'm gonna put this right in the middle. And it's kind of like flat a little bit, so And then we're just gonna sew it on there. So just put it in the middle, 1, 2, 3. It should be around the 3rd round. It should sit on top of there. And then we're just gonna, I'm gonna go through the in and out all the way around. So the next stitch, and then just try to go in through here. I'm gonna kind of go in through the side because I do want it a little flat right there. And then I'm gonna come back down here into the inside. So you guys can sew it in however you know how. So I'm gonna come in through here and then back down into here. So however you feel comfortable sewing your items together, obviously is gonna be just fine. Okay, so we'll just continue to sew this on. So I'll be right back because I did forget to grab the other color yarn that I need, but it should be coming out like this. Okay, so let's continue to sew it on and then tie it in. Just finish off in the middle, tie it, tie your knot to in here, and then we can lose the yarn inside the beanie and fasten it off. Okay, so we'll be back. Okay, so I ended up doing this again because I realized when I was searching on Google that he actually has a cap. So I did this part on it, but I didn't film it. Plus, I don't really like how it came out, so I went ahead and did another one. And I actually like how this one came out better, and I actually just did it really quick, starting from a chain 8.